everybody, it's Rosemary Jane, and I got quite a few questions about how to make a Bitmoji classroom. I did share this one Bitmoji classroom that I am currently using for my everyday class meetings. I was using it before we went into remote instruction, just for morning routines. But if you want to know how to make something like this, I've got all my tips for you, and I'm going to do it in under 5 minutes again. All right, so, truth is, I don't create much. I network well. I follow pre-K and kindergarten classrooms for Bitmoji on Facebook. I follow the hashtag Bitmoji Classroom on Twitter. I have bookmarked some different resources that I really like. And so there's a lot of link trees and teachers who give away their amazing resources. And all they simply ask for is a donation. You can even find them for purchase if you want to. I haven't purchased anything, but I do use the free resources. I have donated to a couple of them, especially the ones that I use over and over again. Um, you can look for ones that are interactive. When you go into a view only, sometimes they have like a link in the front for you to get a copy of theirs. Other times they link out to, they want you to just make a copy. So the truth is, I don't make any of this. I'm just really good at curating content, finding things and pulling it together and making it my own. I do have a large collection that I've saved in my Google Drive around all sorts of topics, um, including holidays, sounds, letters, word wall, Black History Month, games, movements, recess, morning meetings, seasons, science, all kinds of things. And I've just been collecting these over the years and making them my own. So there's not anything that I do special. I just use Google Slides. There is information in here about using Google Slides in our CPS Tech Talk course. So I'd encourage you to go into there. You can also just Google it. I talked with somebody today who wanted social and emotional support. And so I just Googled this and look, there's a calming room and there's all kinds of cool things. And most of the time, if people give you that link, you can just use it and then replace their Bitmoji with yours. So I'm going to show that really quickly. I do have how to add your Bitmoji as a classroom banner. Um, it's the main video you go to when you go to my channel on YouTube. And it all kind of started with Clarissa Quinones at SCPA. She was the first one to share one. I did get a copy of hers. It's clean and simple, and she built this all herself. I've got a link in the comments below telling you of where I interviewed Clarissa about how she made this. And she goes into like the backgrounds and how to select transparent images and all of that. So I'm going to show you from a clean Google slide. If you want to make it from scratch, you can do that. And I'm just going to show you how to get started. Clarissa will show you in more detail in hers. So I like to add a blank slide for Bitmoji Classrooms so that I've got a clean canvas. I will let you know that there's a lot of people who edit the slide master so that they end up being able to only drag around images on the top. I'm just going to do the simplest version, and I'm going to go background, and I can choose a color. Okay, I like to do it something light, so mine typically tends to be like a teal, and I even go into custom colors and I'll make it lighter or more transparent. Or you can choose an image. So if you take a picture of your physical classroom, you can upload that. If you find a picture online, you can upload that image as well. So you make your background and then you just go from there. Now you want to have a wall and shelves and all of that stuff. We're just going to go to this insert button, go to image and search the web. I'm going to look for room walls. Super simple. Look at all of the stuff that comes up. I would encourage you not to do anything with depth or dimension. You want it kind of flat. If you want to make it really easy to view on the screen, like mine, this is just flat room. There's actually a little bit of dimension into the flooring, but look for something. I wouldn't recommend a corner like that. Things just lay out weird in there. But you can just find yourself a simple one like this. And let me move this, hit insert. So again, what I did was I went to insert image and I searched the web. Now I don't need this background color if I'm going to use this whole thing. I can just drag it to be the size of the wall or the size of the slide. Just drag it over. And then from here, you really just keep building. If you want your floor to go further back or whatever, you can adjust it from there. So I'm going to insert and I'm going to do an image, upload from computer. No, sorry. Uh, insert an image, search the web, and I'm going to put in bookshelf. Sorry. I put the word transparent on it so that it doesn't have a background on it. So that's a nice little tip that Clarissa will go into with you on hers. I look for a blank bookshelf. I don't want that. It's got kind of a white background. This one's simple enough. I can just stick it over there and you can see it adds it. And then so I've got my bookshelf. Then I want to add me, right? And that's where I just saved my Bitmoji. I can email it to myself or however you want to do it. Insert image. This is from my computer. I save it in a file, Bitmoji Classroom. You can do whatever you want. And let me just find me. I'll do me reading, open, and then I just drag myself around. Now to make things clickable, oh, you want to be careful that if you want to get rid of the background, you crop it. Don't just resize it or you'll get yourself looking all weird. Let's say that you want your picture to go to a link, like a video. I want mine to go to my YouTube channel. You just grab the URL, copy it, and then whatever item in your Bitmoji slide, let's say that I put icons of things on my bookshelf. I'm just going to link me to my YouTube channel for now. You just hit link and paste that link. It's that simple and hit apply. And then that way, this Google slide now, this becomes a hyperlink to a web page. It could be a video, it could be an assignment in Schoology. Let me go back to some of mine in my completed one. Let's say that you have this picture of the tens frames, or not tens frames, base 10 blocks. I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to paste it to my shelf. It can sit here on the shelf. You can imagine right now, this could be a book that you're reading aloud. It went to another slide in my slide deck. Let's just say I want it to go to base 10 blocks, virtual manipulatives. So I didn't look at these ahead of time. I would normally go to my iReady tools, but I'll just grab this one for now. Grab your link, copy, and paste the link to that object. So that had a just paste the link to that object, apply, and now my base 10 blocks take me to the base 10 blocks. So that's all you got to do. It's really a hyperdoc. It's a visual hyperdoc. So if you can highlight text and hyperlink, you can highlight an image and hyperlink it. So it's super easy to create, but honestly, I would never create it from scratch. I would go into one of those resources and I would download something from an educator who's made it. If they put a donate to them link, donate them. Some of them say, buy me a cup of coffee. So they're not looking to get rich. They just want to be compensated a little for their time. And so I love all the free resources. So I don't start from scratch, but I showed you today where I go and how I do it if I wanted to start from scratch. You can get the link to this slide deck as well as the link to Clarissa's video where she tells you all about how to do that again if you want to see somebody else's perspective. She'll go into a little bit more detail. So that's it. That's all I've got for now. Hope this helps you in creating your Bitmoji classrooms. They're really just visual hyper documents to get students visually engaged with wherever you want them to go. Have fun and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.